Well, my name's John Lee Pettimore. Same as my daddy and his daddy before. You hardly ever saw Granddaddy down here. They only come to town about twice a year. They buy 100 pounds of yeast and some copper line. Everybody knew that it made moonshine. Now the revenue man wanted Granddaddy bad. He'd left a holler of everything he had. Before my time, but I've been told you never come back from Copperhead Road. In a big black Dodge, bought it at an auction at the Mason's Lodge. Johnson County Sheriff painted on the side. Just shot a coat of primer, then looked inside. Well, him and my uncle tore that engine down. I still remember that rumbling sound. And then the sheriff came around in the middle of the night. Heard mama crying that something wasn't right. He's headed down to Knoxville with a weekly load. You can smell a whiskey burning down Copperhead Road.
Welcome to another Pony Express broadcast by Mark Dillon Jr. Let us start this show by bowing our heads for a quick prayer. Thank you, Lord, for another day of doing what we love. For this gathering of sim racers, and for the chance to pretend to be real race car drivers. We ask that you watch over these sim racers and their families as they gather together to enjoy the hobby of sim racing. May their spouses and children enjoy dinner, bath times, Netflix, and bedtime stories without them. May their calibration stay true, their racing rigs hold together, and their connections stay strong. May they treat each other with respect, avoid bogus black flags, and nail some green flag pit stops. May they return every night to see their friends and teammates, to click drive one more time, and to partake in the camaraderie that comes with being a part of the sim racing community. Father, we also ask that you guide and protect our veterans and their families as they make sacrifices so that we are able to spend a few hours in front of our computers trying to be like the king or the intimidator. And lastly, may we all have fun, win or lose, in your name. Amen. Now please rise and remove your hats as we join a fellow sim racer for his version of the Star Spangled Banner on guitar.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Pony Express Broadcast Network coming to you live from Eldora. It's the Sunday night Larry Yeager Senior Memorial Series. Tonight is first night, 5 nights in a row, live broadcasting here at RollingThunderGaming.com. We're going to kick it off on the dirt tonight. Joining me in the booth is Joe Simpson. Joe Navy, how you doing?
I'm good, Mark. How you doing, man?
Not bad, not bad. Really excited to be here. You know, out of all the dirt tracks, Eldora is my favorite. I don't know if you have any experience with Eldora or not.
Yeah, it's basically the only track I really run. I don't really run that much dirt, especially in iRacing. That's the only one I run, the only one I bought.
Eldora, a lot of history here at Eldora. Great racing. I really like it, you know, and obviously Tony Stewart owns it now, trying to and he has over the last 5-6 years. He's definitely brought it back to the level that it used to be. But let's get right into racing. These guys have 3.5 minutes of happy hour left. Qualifying's over. On the front row, it's Jeremy Jeffries and Brian Hogue. Let's talk about Brian Hogue. Brian Hogue is not only the series admin here on Sunday nights, he is also the points leader coming into tonight's finale. He's got a 28-point lead over Dustin Rozier, and as you can see, there's only 14 cars in the field. So as long as Brian Hogue can get that car fired up and out on the track for the green flag, he will be your champion. Let's actually see if I can get a word from him real quick. Hey Brian, you there?
Yeah.
So, you know, we're looking at the point standings here, and we see that you're coming into the night with a 28-point lead. Basically, all you've got to do is get that thing out there on the track for the green flag, and you'll be the Sunday night Larry Yeager Senior Dirt Champion this season. You're also the series admin, so you know, as the pending champion and series admin, what can you tell us about this season that we're concluding tonight?
Well, it's been one hell of a season. Guys that run here every Sunday night, they're top-notch drivers. You know, and any night given Sunday they can win.
How is this? How does this rank up there as far as your sim racing championships? I'm sure this isn't your first one.
Oh, this ranks up there pretty high. I haven't really won too many sim racing championships, so this is ranked up there pretty high there.
And heading into the well, a different question. Eldora, what are your thoughts on Eldora? Is this one of your favorite tracks on the schedule?
It's a love-hate relationship track. It's a fine line. If you hit the line wrong, you're gonna screw up and lose lots of time, or get stuck in the wall, or spin out, one of the three.
And heading into the off season, what are your thoughts looking ahead at the next season of Dirt? Are there going to be any big changes next season?
Yeah, there's going to be a couple different changes. Nothing really big. A few different tracks we're going to run next season, and hopefully everyone comes out and enjoys it again.
All right. Well, we want to thank you for adminning this series and having me and Joe come out and do this broadcast tonight. And hopefully Terry Bowman didn't steal your spark plugs and you're able to get that car fired up and take that championship.
I hope not. I'd like to thank RTG, Sean Prime, David Cannon, Terry Bowman for letting me run the series and letting us run every day of the week here. All
right. Well, thank you and good luck with your race tonight, and perhaps we'll see you on the podium at the end. Either way, we're going to interview you as the champion again. So we'll see you after the race.
All right. Thank you, Mark.
Take it easy, Brian.
All right, so there you go, series admin and potential champion in about 30 seconds, Mr. Brian Hogue. As we see cars pulling off, heading down pit road, happy hour has come to an end. We're going to get racing underway here live under the lights of Eldora. We're going to be running 150 laps, Joe.
Damn. It's not like regular dirt racing where they're all done in segments is NR 2003, so they had to all run them all at once and with pit stops.
Man, I nearly clicked drive. I would like to get out there and drive and run some laps here at Eldora, but that's not what we're here to do tonight.
I bet you'll be one hell of an in-race reporter.
Right up until I wrecked the car, I probably would be. So yeah, 150 laps here at Eldora. I don't know what the fuel window is, but these guys are going to need fuel to finish this race. They're not going to run 75 miles on one tank of fuel. So Joe, real quick before we get this thing started, real quick, how did go-kart racing go for Bloodhound Ghost yesterday?
Start your engine!
I mean, it was one hell of a weekend. The practice, I didn't make the first corner, chain pops, the engine was shifted over. And then in our qualifying heat race to show where we're going to start in the feature, there was a wreck in front of me, and I go to the very top part of the track, and the little peak of the hill where it goes from track to grass, that my chain sprocket touched it and popped the chain again. So I'm like, damn, I'm starting dead last out of 12 carts and ended up 6. So can't beat it, I guess.
All right, real quick before the green flag, who's your pick to win?
Grant Wesley.
I'm going with Dustin Rozier. And green flag, we're off. Jeremy Jeffries leads us off into turn number 1. Here we go. We've got the 14. Brian Hogue takes the lead from Jeremy Jeffries. Jeremy Jeffries way up high by the wall. That's going to allow Dustin Rozier to look low. Brian Hogue, your new race leader. Here comes Dustin Rozier. He takes over second place. Jeremy Jeffries drops back to third, and that is Jim Gloud in P4. So far, all green flag racing 5 laps into this race. There you can see everybody spread out pretty nicely. One, Joe, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but we have a super speedway guy out there in the dirt tonight. The nature boy, Donnie Garrett, out there running in P10.
Yeah, I never thought I'd ever see him on anything besides a super speedway. He likes to go fast because he's named Rick Flair, Donnie Garrett. But yeah, it looks like he's holding off right now.
And look at that, Jeremy Jeffries gets by Dustin Rozier, takes second place back. Jim Glaude, meanwhile, closing in on these two as they continue to battle. Carson Krenz rounding out the top 5 right now. I take that back, Brian Schilling has gotten around Carson Krenz. We'll move Brian Schilling up to 5th. Here comes Grant Wesley looking low on Carson Krenz. Grant Wesley will take the position, move him up to P6. Back up front, everybody's still in the same order. Brian Hogue starting to pull away, 1.3 seconds ahead of Jeremy Jeffries right now as we close in on lap number 10. Dustin Rozier still right there behind Jeremy Jeffrey. Meanwhile, Brian Hogue out front, still 1.1 seconds ahead. It looks like he has already put Gord Quinn a lap down. Not sure what happened to Gord. Gord must be in the pits because I did not see Brian Hogue put him a lap down. Looking back at Brian Hogue in that Widow Wax Camaro as he continues to pull away from the field. Now over 1.3 seconds. Looking at the lap time. Oh, Jeremy Jeffries the fastest lap that time by.
It looked like Gord got into the wall a little bit, and then Brad got by him.
And here we go. The caution is out for the first time tonight. Lap number 16. Alright, we see Grant Wesley and Brian Schilling head down pit road. We're going to head over to the caution rewind screen, see if we can find out what brought this caution out. We will be right back. Alright, here we go. Taking a look at the 71 of Brian Ordo. It looks like Gord Quinn, Sean Kerrigan get together a little bit. And then that collects Brian Ordo as well as the 09 of Matt Wohl. So Gord Quinn 2 laps down, 3 cars on the lead lap. Look to have been involved in that caution. And that is the first caution of the night here on lap number 15.
watching them wrecks on that caution rewind screen. They some epic wrecks.
And look at that. Just like that, by the time we got the caution replay and showed you what brought out the caution, the lights are already out on the pace car. We're lined back up and going back to green. It's going to be Brian Hogue on the inside, Jeremy Jeffries on the outside. There we go. Great jump by Brian Hogue. Jumps back out to the lead. Oh, Brian Schilling in the wall. And now Brian Schilling sideways. And Sean Kerrigan gets wrapped up with Brian Schilling there. So the caution immediately comes right back out. Second caution. We could obviously see what was going on there, so we're not going to go back and look at the caution rewind this time. We'll stay focused up here on the lead and see if these guys head down pit road or not. I know Brian Hogue, Jeremy Jeffries, Jim Glaude, these guys have not made a pit stop yet tonight.
One of these times we have to get one of them up here to tell us what their fuel window is.
We will. Let's see. So Matt Wohl, unfortunately, he was involved in caution number 1. He has retired. Gord Quinn has gone another lap down. He's currently being shown 3 laps down. Brian Schilling goes to the tail end of the field. He has claimed that incident. And that will give us 12 cars on the lead lap. Looks like Brian Hogue is going to be on the inside. Gord Quinn is going to be the lucky dog, so he's going to get a lap back. That's going to make him 2 laps down instead of 3. Joe, I bet you've never seen a lucky dog in a dirt race before.
No, they tell you, so the track I run at, it's a 1/8 of a mile. It's the smallest track you can really run at. They say if you go a lap down, you might as well get off the track.
So here we go. Gord Quinn goes around the field as the lights go out on the pace car. He is your lucky dog. Brian Hogue, Jeremy Jeffries going to be up on the front. Jim Glaude, Grant Wesley in the second row. Quick shout out to Terry Bowman, Sean Prime, David Cannon, the owners of RTG here, for having me and Joe over here all this week doing series finale broadcast. We're definitely going to try to make it as much fun as we can. We're going to go back to green flag racing here on lap number 27. Uh-oh. We are not going to go back to green flag racing. Major accordion effect on that restart, and cars immediately went around. So I'm not sure the green ever even waved. But we do see Jeremy Jeffries race Brian Hogue back to the line. And so Jeremy Jeffries will be the race leader. Caution is out. Yeah, there was just a stack up on that restart. It accordioned, and I didn't catch which car it was, but somebody ended up getting spun into the outside wall and bringing the caution right back out. I think it was the 42 of Demar.
I think someone got in the got trigger hand happy and ran in the back of Brian Hogue, whoever started behind him.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Demar though got shot up into the outside wall. It was just a whole big accordion effect, and look at that. In the space, in the matter of 2 laps, Gord Quinn is going to get 2 laps back. He will be the lucky dog again. So great luck for Gord Quinn. Let's see if we can get a word from the Nature Boy real quick.
Oh boy.
All right.
Hey Nature Boy, this is Mark in the booth. You got a copy?
What's going on, bud?
Hey man, real quick, we're wondering what kind of fuel window you guys are running tonight.
I'm showing about 58 laps on a full tank.
All right, so you guys will need fuel tonight.
Oh yeah, well, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to stay in the back and just kind of stay out of the way and keep coming in, getting some gas, and maybe I can sneak one out on a fuel mileage tonight. I definitely ain't got the skills to win this thing.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you. What are your thoughts? This is not Talladega.
Yeah, I'm lost. I'm at the wrong track.
You stopped off in Ohio apparently.
Yeah, I'm on my way down there for Tuesday night, I guess, and I thought I would stop by here and make an appearance tonight here and give these guys a ride. But I tell you, I got so much respect for the guys that do this, man. This is definitely it's like a super speedway. There's so many little nuances that you do on those tracks that make you successful. And same thing here. These guys that are good at it, man, they're so smooth.
All right. Well, we definitely wanted to get a quick word with you. Good luck with the rest of your dirt race tonight, and we're looking forward to having you in the booth tomorrow night.
Hey, I'm looking forward to that, man. Can't wait, and it's gonna be fun, and we'll give them a good old time up there tomorrow night, and see if I can't sneak me out a win here tonight. I'm just gonna kind of lay low and stay in the back here and just watch them get crazy, and then I'm gonna go for it here at the end. See what happens.
Go for that attrition.
All right, we'll let you get back down there. Good luck, Donnie.
Thank you, bud.
That was the Nature Boy, Donnie Garrett. As the lights go out on the pace car, Gord Quinn comes around one more time. That is going to put him just 1 lap down. Still 12 cars on the lead lap. Now that Jeremy Jeffries has taken over the lead, he has chosen the inside. That's going to put Brian Hogue on the outside. Grant Wesley, Jim Glaude still on the second row. Going to restart here on lap number 34.
One thing about Donnie Garrett, I've never seen him pissed off about anything. You wreck him, he thinks it's funny, I guess.
And here we are. Green flag is out. The caution immediately back out once again.
And Gord is back on the lead lap.
Not sure what happened this time, but I do know Grant Wesley was able to get around Brian Hogue. So your pick to win, Grant Wesley now up into second place. We're gonna head over to the caution rewind screen real quick and go back and take another look, see what brought this caution out. Here we go, taking a look at it. Just a little bit of a checkup on the restart there. It looks like Brian Ordo, Jim Glaude, some contact. Ordo goes around, and that is that's what the caution is for this time. And like you said, Gord Quinn will get his 3rd straight lucky dog in 3 laps of racing. And I believe Gord Quinn will be on the back. Well, now it's showing Gord Quinn 2 laps down again, so we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But it does look like it's going to be Jeremy Jeffries on the inside, Grant Wesley on the outside. We do see Gord Quinn up there. He is the lucky dog. Here we go. Pace car is off. Back to green flag racing on lap number 40. Jeremy Jeffries loses it on the start. And the caution is back out. And so it looks like Brian Hogue, your race lead. Jeff Crivello second. I don't know where Grant Wesley went. So not sure what happened to Grant Wesley. I know, like we saw, Jeremy Jeffries spun out on the restart as the race leader. That's what brought the caution out. And so that is going to get Gord Quinn a fourth lucky dog in 4 laps of racing. Gord Quinn, this one will put Gord Quinn back on the lead lap. As Brian Hogue is your race leader. Oh, there's Grant Wesley. Not sure, or excuse me, Jeff Crivello will be second. Carson Krenz up to third now. Demar fourth. Jim Gloud fifth. We are quickly approaching the third of the way through this race. We are on lap number 43. Just a few more laps and we'll be a third of the way through. As you heard Donnie Garrett say, 50 to 60 laps on a tank of fuel. So even from here, everybody is still going to need some more gasoline. There goes Jeff Crivello, pulls off from second place into pit road. That's going to move Carson Krenz up into P2. Joe, how did that new clutch work out for you?
Man, it made it run so smooth. It was like running on air until the chain broke. Or came off. But once we got to that feature, it was smooth all the way. It ran the whole race, the whole 15 laps. It was a good purchase.
And there goes Gord Quinn around as the lucky dog. The lights are out on the pace car. Brian Hogue has chosen the inside. Carson Krenz on the outside. It'll be green flag on lap number 46. And with Gord Quinn finally getting back on the lead lap, that will give us 13 cars. Here we go, green flag, Brian Hogue with a good start. Everybody's still too wide back from second on back. Demar under Carson Krenz. Here comes Brian Ordo in the 71 and Dustin Rozier. My pick. Oh, they all hit the wall. Oh, and here we are, 3 wide. Ordo on the inside. DeMar squeezes through the hole in the middle, gets by Carson Krenz. Meanwhile, Brian Hogue is checked out, already 1.5 seconds ahead. Brian Ordo takes over second. Here comes Jeff Crivello looking low on DeMar. He's going to take over third.
I've never seen so many cars hit the wall at once.
And the caution is out. Lap number 50 here. Not sure what this one is for. We're going to head over to the caution rewind screen, go back and take another look. Here we are taking a look at the number 15 Buffalo Wild Wings Camaro driven by Sean Kerrigan. I didn't see contact there. It was very close between him and Jim Cloud. They may have touched. But whatever it was, it looks like Sean Kerrigan did go around, and that is what this caution is for. So here we go. Brian Hogue actually pulled off and pitted this time. I believe this is the first time Brian Hogue has been down pit road. This is going to give the lead to Brian Ordo. Jeff Crivello will be in second place. So first time we've seen these guys up here on the front row. Here we go, lights are out on the pace car. Ordo on the inside, DeMar on the outside as Crivello headed down pit road. Gonna take the green flag on lap number 55. Green flag is out. Good start for Ordo. Jeremy Jeffries immediately gets by DeMar. Now Dustin Rozier looking on the inside. Here comes Grant Wesley as well. He'll get by DeMar. Now you have Carson Krenz trying to look underneath Richard Martin. Nearly contact, but they're able to keep it clean. Brian Hogue going to follow Carson Krenz through there. Oh no! Brian Hogue is around. And the caution is out. So caution is out. Brian Ordo will still be your leader. Jeremy Jeffries second. Dustin Rozier third. Under caution here on lap number 58. Joe, how was the weather out there in Delaware at your race?
Some decent weather. They had a call for rain in the morning, and then the Weather Channel app changed to no rain and just a little breezy. Good 75 degrees is perfect temperature for racing. Don't get me wrong, I'll still sweat my ass off, but yep.
Now, what exactly? You guys aren't racing under the lights, are you? You're running during the day?
We start during the day in the early evening around 5, and to start the heat race around sunset, and then by the time our feature gets around, it'll be like 9 o'clock at night. So yeah, we're under the lights.
And that's on dirt, correct?
Yep, good old South Carolina clay.
Man, that'd be pretty badass doing some dirt go-kart racing under the lights at night. That would be really cool. How's the visibility?
It's so low to the ground. It's where you got the engine right next to you. It chatters the living hell out of you. You have to wear a mouth guard, which I don't own currently. But yeah, it chatters the hell out of your teeth. It vibrates the hell out of you. But when it's done, you feel so damn good.
Here we go. Looks like it's going to be Ordo on the inside, Jeffries on the outside. Rozier and Wesley are 2 picks to win. They will be on the second row. No lucky dog. All 13 cars are on the lead lap still. Only Matt Wool, the only car who has left the race tonight. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to go back to green flag racing here on lap number 63. We are just a little over 10 laps away from the halfway point of this race in the veteran salute.
That's the part I'm waiting for.
Here you go, green flag. Ordo out to the lead. Jeffries all over his bumper though. Rozier moves up to 3rd, Wesley 4th. Riding along right behind Dustin Rozier, watching that battle for the lead as Jeremy Jeffries looking low. And there he goes. Jeremy Jeffries takes the lead, gets by Brian Ordo. Now Dustin Rozier trying to follow him through. Oh, and Dustin Rozier gets sideways. He's able to gather it back up, but the caution does come out. So caution is out as the front 3 race back to the line. And it doesn't look like anybody is going to make any passes there. So it will be Jeremy Jeffries, Brian Ordo, Grant Wesley. And it looks like we have lost another driver. The number 15, Sean Kerrigan, has retired from the race. That's going to put us down to 12 cars, all 12 of them on the lead lap. Looks like it's going to be Jeffries on the inside. Order on the outside. Still Grant and Dustin in the second row. Brian Hogue back up to 5th place after dropping to the rear of the field not too long ago. Here we go, lights are out on the pace car. Gonna go back to green flag racing live from Eldora. This is the Larry Yeager Senior Memorial Dirt Series season finale at RollingThunderGaming.com. We're gonna take the green flag here on lap number 72. Green flag is out. Jeffries jumps out to the lead. Ordo hanging on the outside. Now they get single file. Wesley in 3rd. Brian Hogue trying to get past Dustin Rozier on the low side. Dustin running that high line right now. And Brian Hogue will get by, take over P4. Now Dustin Rozier with the crossover move looking low. Not able to get there. We are riding in the cockpit with our season champion and series admin Brian Hogue as he watches those front 3 battle just in front of him. And we are at the halfway point of this race, lap number 75. Oh, Jeffries gets sideways. That stacks up the field. Oh no! Brian Hogue is around some contact from Rozier. Brian Hogue stuck on the wall. And Brian Ordo will still be your race leader. Caution is out. Since we are under caution, we're going to immediately go over to our veteran salute for tonight. We are just past halfway. Obviously, on behalf of Pony Express Broadcast Network, we thank all of the veterans out there, past and present, including Joe Simpson and his wife, for their service and their sacrifices. We hope you enjoyed tonight's veteran salute, and we will be back momentarily.
My dear son, it's almost June. I hope this letter catches up with you and finds you well. It's been dry, but they're calling for rain, and everything's the same old same in Johnsonville. Your stubborn old daddy ain't said too much, but I'm sure you know he sends his love. And she goes on in a letter from home. I hold it up and show my buddies like we ain't scared and our boots ain't muddy, and they all laugh like there's something funny about the way I talk when I say mama sends her best, y'all. I fold it up and put it in my shirt, pick up my gun and get back to work. And it keeps me driving on, waiting on letters from home. My dearest love, it's almost dawn. I've been lying here all night long, wondering where you might be. I saw your mama and I showed her the ring. Man on a television said something, so I couldn't sleep. But I'll be alright, I'm just missing you. And this is me kissing you, X's and O's, in a letter from home. I hold it up and show my buddies like we ain't scared, and our boots ain't muddy, and they all laugh. Cause she calls me honey, but they take it hard, cause I don't read the good part. I fold it up and put it in my shirt, pick up my gun and get back to work. And it keeps me driving on, waiting on letters from home. Dear son, I know I ain't written. I'm sitting here tonight alone in the kitchen. It occurs to me I might not have said it, so I'll say it now. Son, you make me proud. I hold it up and show my buddies like we ain't scared, and our boots ain't muddy, but no one laughs, cause there ain't nothing funny when a soldier cries. And I just wipe my eyes. I fold it up and put it in my shirt, pick up my gun and get back to work. And it keeps me driving on, waiting on letters from home.
And we are back, and we are also under caution, lap number 87. Brian Ordo, Grant Wesley, your top two. They're going to head down pit road. That's going to hand the lead over to Dustin Rozier. He's going to grab a bonus point. Jeremy Jeffrey's going to come up to second place. We have lost our series admin and our champion. Brian Hogue has retired from the race. 12th place, though, still plenty good enough. He is still going to be your champion when all is said and done. Gord Quinn, one lap down. You see him come up there. He's going to be your lucky dog. 5th lucky dog for Gord Quinn tonight. He will get back on the lead lap again. Joe, what do you think about Gord Quinn? 5 lucky dogs in 90 laps. I mean, I don't think anybody's ever gotten 5 lucky dogs in a race before.
I think Kenny Wallace has that stat, but he's going on to get it.
Gord Quinn is definitely having the well-timed cautions. He has gained back 5 laps tonight.
I didn't realize he went on a lap down again.
So tough break for Brian Hogue. He's out of the race. He's still your champion though. But our champion will not be our race winner tonight. So we'll see who can come out here with the victory. My money is still on Dustin Rozier. He is up at up on the point for the first time tonight.
Well, I already told you who's going to win.
I know you chose Grant Wesley. He's back there in 10th place with 59 laps to go.
There's one thing about Grant. He comes out of nowhere. He's like, who dat? Like the saints of sim racing. I'll be racing a super speedway. I'll be in first. He won't be anywhere near me. Once we get to the start-finish line, he'll be right behind me. Comes out of nowhere.
You know, it is a little disappointing to not see RTG owner Terry Bowman in this race tonight, but he's feeling a little under the weather. Hopefully he gets to feeling better. I know he would definitely be giving them a run for their money if he was out here tonight.
Yeah, well, Terry. He'll definitely be here on Wednesday.
Pace car is off. We're going to go back to green flag racing here. Lap number 93. Rozier on the inside, Jeffries on the outside. Clean start for everybody up front. Crivello makes his way up to third. Ordo in fourth. Gloud in fifth. Here we are riding on that hood of Jeff Crivello. He's watching those front two out in front of him try to pull away. They're trying to pull away from him. He's trying to reel Jeremy Jeffries in and take over second place while holding off Brian Ordo. You can see those front two starting to, at least Dustin Rozier anyways, starting to pull away from the rest of the field. Meanwhile, look at that, Grant Wesley 10th to 4th in what, 3 laps, 5 laps?
What'd I tell you? Who dat?
Now he's looking low on Crivello, trying to take over third place. Not able to get there. That's actually going to allow Ordo to get back by Grant Wesley on the low side. Here we are looking back at 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. Crivello trying to hold off Ordo. Ordo trying to get him on the inside. And Ordo and Grant Wesley get by Jeff Crivello. So move Crivello back to 5th. Ordo up to 3rd. Lap 100, 50 laps to go. Meanwhile, Dustin Rozier almost a 1 second lead over Jeremy Jeffries, who is in turn almost 1 second ahead of Brian Ordo until he smacked the shit out of the wall right there. That's going to allow Grant Wesley, who is passing Brian Ordo, to make up some ground. Grant Wesley up to 3rd and closing in on Jeremy Jeffries.
Done up. Done up.
Over 100 laps into this race, let's take a look at timing and scoring and see who has the fastest lap of the race. It is in fact the number 26, Grant Wesley, with a 16.631. Brian Hogue, the 2nd fastest, and Jeremy Jeffries 3rd. Meanwhile, Jeremy Jeffries has gained a 1/4 second on Dustin Rozier, but Grant Wesley has also gained a 1/4 second on Jeremy Jeffries. So that tells you how much faster Grant Wesley is going than everybody else.
So, Mark, I saw that you posted that you brought Bear to his first race. How do you like it?
Well, I couldn't get him to keep his earmuffs on. Gord Quinn goes a lap down. Yeah, I couldn't get him to keep his earmuffs on, so he didn't like it. It was kind of loud. We ended up having to stand closer to the concession stand, so he wasn't so close to the track, and we didn't end up staying for very long. But next summer we'll do it again. He'll be a little bit older and hopefully understand reasoning, and he'll keep his earmuffs on next year.
Is that Speedway dirt or is it asphalt?
We were at I-25 Speedway as Dustin Rozier nearly spins out and goes into pit road. He's able to gather it back up and get out on the track, but that's going to give Jeremy Jeffries the lead. We were at I-25 Speedway. It's a quarter-mile paved track, the fastest paved quarter-mile in the West. Yeah, it's pretty nice here. You know, obviously we have Pikes Peak International Raceway just down the road. That's a mile long, paved. And then just south of that is where we were at, I-25 Speedway. That was a quarter-mile paved. Just out to the east of us, we've got a quarter-mile dirt track at the fairgrounds. And then up by Denver, we have Colorado National Speedway. The Wayland Series actually runs up there. That's a, I want to say 5/8 paved track.
I didn't realize how many speedways there was in Colorado.
Yeah, there's a handful, and then obviously, you know, we got Pikes Peak. They do the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb out here as well. Jeremy Jeffries still your race leader, less than 40 to go. Grant Wesley in second. Brian Odo in third. Dustin Rozier has worked his way back up to fourth after nearly spinning onto pit road. Hopefully I didn't jinx the 118 by picking him to win. Hopefully he can get back up there. This is a great green flag run that we're on right now. One of the longest green flag runs we've had tonight. And of course, when I say that, the caution comes up. I should not have said that. Alright, so caution here on lap number 115. With 35 laps to go, everybody is finally in the fuel window, and yeah, this is what I expected. Everybody going to come down pit road, top off their fuel, and they will be good for the rest of the night. Look at that, there's that 77 Astro Glide dirt late model driven by Donnie the Nature Boy Garrett. I tell you, you know, we talked to him briefly during the caution earlier. He's we haven't seen him up front, but at the same time we haven't seen him wreck or bring out a caution. So he's doing pretty good out there for you know, dipping his toes into the dirt racing over here as compared to the super speedway racing where we usually see Donnie Garrett. We'll see Donnie. We will not see Donnie tomorrow night. I will. Me and Joe will see Donnie tomorrow night in the booth. The rest of you will hear him on your airwaves. Donnie Garrett will be joining us in the booth Monday and Wednesday night. Tuesday and Thursday he'll obviously be racing at Talladega and Daytona respectively. Oh no, you know what? You know what I just realized?
Talladega.
Yeah, Tuesday is at Talladega, so Tuesday and Thursday will both be Talladega. No Daytona this first season finales this year. I don't know if I don't think they run the same version of Talladega though, do they, Joe?
I actually do think they do. Let me look that up real quick.
I know last season the Tally Challenge was running a different version than they're running this year.
Are they? I didn't even notice the difference.
I thought so, but you know, I could be wrong. I'm usually wrong, so I probably am.
Let me check.
Look at this. Donnie Garrett is going to restart in second place. Brian Schilling is your race leader. They did not pit. And guess who's the lucky dog getting his 6th lap back tonight? Gord Quinn will be back on the lead lap. Richard Martin has retired. He broke a wheel. So that's going to put us down to 10 cars in the race, all 10 of them on the lead lap. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to go green flag racing on lap number 120. Let's see if we can get a 31 lap green flag shootout.
Yeah, what I'm seeing, Tuesday will be Talladega TR, and the Tally Challenge is always Talladega RTG version 3.
So it will be 2 different versions of Talladega this week. Oh, we saw Jim Glaude going around in the back there. I believe that is going to, yes it will, bring out the caution.
Jinxed him, Mark.
I didn't say anything about Jim Glaude.
No, you said go straight to checkered flag.
Oh. Alright, Brian Schilling was able to hold on to the lead. Jeffrey second, Grant Wesley up to third. Donnie Garrett still out there in P4. So Joe, if you're Donnie Garrett and all you race is super speedways and that's what you're known for, and you show up here to Eldora, what, you know, say Donnie comes out of here with a top 5. Is that what you would classify a successful night?
Well, if I was Donnie Garrett, I'd be dancing and saying woo and falling on my face all the time like Ric Flair. But yeah, if you get a top 5 in dirt and you've never touched dirt before, I would say that's one hell of a run right there.
Now, to be fair, this is not Donnie Garrett's first dirt race. I believe this is his 3rd of the season, but still, you know, first, third, that's really not a lot of experience.
Right, yeah. I didn't realize it was his 3rd. Hell, he should finish at least 3rd then. Hell.
Well, he's up there in 4th right now. He's going to have to pass your boy Grant Wesley to get 3rd.
Now Grant's going to go straight to the front. He's going to become the pace car here in a minute.
I believe the lucky dog this time is going to be, it should be Jeff Crivello as the lucky dog. We'll see. He may have been involved in the caution. I know I saw Jim Glaude go around, but if Jeff Crivello was in any way involved, he would not get the lucky dog. Oh, yep, Jeff Crivello was involved. Look at that. Jeff Crivello retires. Accident. So Crivello is out. There is no lucky dog. There are 9 cars left in this race. All 9 of them are on the lead lap. Less than 25 laps to go. Everybody should be good on fuel from here. Obviously Brian Schilling didn't pit these last 2 cautions, but I'm assuming he's good. Lights are out. We're going to go green flag racing, lap number 127. It's going to be a 24 lap shootout. 9 cars. It's going to go green, Joe. I feel it.
Best knock on some wood, boss.
Oh, look at that, Joe. Your dad's in the house.
I see that. Everyone probably thinks it's me, though. Me and him haven't been on here in a minute.
Joe Sr. telling Donnie Garrett to let it all hang out.
He picks well as well.
Here we go. Jeremy Jeffries trying to pass Brian Schilling on the outside. Not able to do it, and now Grant Wesley looking on the inside of Jeffries. Wesley gets a little loose. These guys still battling side by side. Donnie Garrett still there in 4th place. Oh, Donnie Garrett definitely letting it all hang out there. He's trying to hold off Jim Glaude. I don't know if he's going to be able to. And now Grant Wesley completes the pass on Jeffries. There's Donnie, and look at this. Uh-oh. Loud loses it. Carson Krentz hits the wall. Ordo and Rozier get by. So Donnie Garrett still holding on to P4 right there behind Jeremy Jeffries. As Grant Wesley sets his sights on Brian Schilling for the win with 20 laps to go. You know, we haven't seen Brian Schilling all out front all night. He got out there a caution to go by not pitting, and look at this, he's holding his own. He's maintaining position. Grant Wesley 3/4 of a second behind. Now he closes in. Here it is, the view from just behind Grant Wesley's car. I know Shark Week was a couple weeks ago, but he is chomping down on Brian Schilling, trying to get by him for the win. 4/10 of a second separate him, 15 laps to go. You see Grant Wesley running that low line, Brian Schilling running more of a middle lane there. Grant trying to take the shortest way around the track, Brian Schilling trying to maintain the most momentum around Eldora.
Tell you one thing, Brian ain't gonna give it to him. If Grant gets up there, he's gonna have to work for it.
Caution is out, so Brian Schilling is gonna have to survive another restart here with probably less than 10 to go. Lost my train of thought there momentarily. Not that I had much of one to begin with. Meanwhile, Dustin Rozier, he's up to 4th place. He got by Donnie Garrett. And that is my pick to win. He's going to be restarting right behind Grant Wesley. Coming into the night, by the way, Dustin Rozier is your 2nd place in final points this year. He will come up. He will be the runner-up to Brian Hogue in the Dirt Championship. Here we go, lights are out, pace car is going to pull off. Green flag is going to be on lap number 141. It will be an exactly 10 lap shootout.
No, I think they'll go green all the way.
I don't know, all the marbles are on the line now. It's time to go or go home. The champion's already been crowned. Somebody wants to be crowned the TV race winner here at Eldora, and Dustin Rozier goes around. Caution is back out.
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
But look at this. Jeremy Jeffries gets by Grant Wesley. Perhaps Grant Wesley, perhaps a little bit of sandbagging there. Perhaps he let Jeffries go so that he could restart on the low side. So here we go. Now it's going to be about a 5-6 lap shootout, 5 or 6 laps. Probably 5, maybe even 4. Can the 4 car hold off Jeremy Jeffries and Grant Wesley? So Joe, I know you and your dad, you've been doing all this go-kart racing. Has it gotten to the point yet where has he threatened to kick you out of the car and drive it himself?
No, that hasn't got that point. He wants to get in it though to get his own feel for it, because you can only do so much when someone tells you it, right? So he was supposed to be in it last weekend. They were holding an open practice. It's like, this is the perfect time for you to get in and actually feel what the car's going to do. But they end up, Mother Nature came in and took out the track with rain. So.
Now, Joe, has there ever been any thought or consideration to a Bloodhound Ghost Motorsports expansion, a father-son 2-car team?
Oh, absolutely. There's only that one thing that goes with that, and that's money. I mean, it's way a hell of a lot cheaper than running one of these dirt late models on a real track, but still, people make so much money, you know.
Now, Joe, if you expanded to 2 cars, do you think your dad could beat you?
No, hell no. But he's very competitive. He gets really motivated when it comes down to racing. Anything that has to do with a car, so he'll give me a run for my money, but I think I got him.
Do you think he'd be like Dale Sr.? He would bump and run his own son to win a race?
Yeah, that was his favorite driver, so yeah, he probably would. I see him doing it and give me the finger on the way around.
Telling you if you're not first, you're last?
No, he'll give me a finger and call me number 1. I'll probably be number 4 by the end of the race.
Here we go. Lights are out. It's going to be a 4-lap shootout for the number 4 car. Can he hold on and win it? A caution will end it. Jeremy Jeffries very high. That's going to allow Grant Wesley to take over second. And the caution is, oh, no, it's not. We are green. A little bit of a glitch there in timing scoring. We're still green. 3 to go. Here we go. It's going to be 2 to go at the line. Grant Wesley doing everything he can to get there. Grant Wesley now looking high. Now the crossover looking low as they come to the white flag. Side by side through 1 and 2. Grant Wesley has shilling into the wall. Grant Wesley gonna sail away with the victory. I don't think he let a lap until the last one.
Only one you need to lead.
So there it is. Grant Wesley gets the win. Looks like it's going to be Schilling second, Jeffries third. As Grant Wesley pulls up into the Eldora victory circle. We're going to head over to Victory Lane for some post-race interviews. All right, we're in victory lane. We got some post-race interviews. We're gonna start with our race winner, Grant Wesley. I think the last lap was the only lap you led. I may be incorrect, but you did a hell of a job on that final 4-lap shootout, getting by Brian Schilling. Tell us about your race win tonight.
How about Brian Schilling, man? That was a heck of a race. I had a blast up there. You know, I've always been told the only lap you have to lead is the last one.
What were you in a hurry to get by Brian Schilling with 4 to go, knowing that a caution would end the race?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Pretty much after we did the last set of pit stops, I was taking my time up until that point, because most important is to keep yourself out of trouble throughout the race. But after that last pit stop, it was time to make it happen. And man, I didn't know Jeremy Jeffries and Brian Schilling both were real fast up front, especially when they got out in clean air. Heck, I didn't know which one I was going to be battling for the win there at the end, but it was a great run by everybody tonight.
Grant, you got any shout-outs you want to give tonight?
I'm proud to honor Larry Yeager Sr. with this win. And also I'd like to congratulate Brian Ordo on his first full season as an admin with this series. He did a great job this year. And yeah, I just appreciate everyone showing up.
And second place, Brian Schilling. Brian, we didn't see you up front until about 10 to go. You stayed out when everybody else pitted. But you did a great job once you got out front of maintaining your position and holding everybody off until that final 2 laps when you got that outside wall. Tell us about your race tonight.
Oh, I got myself into trouble early. I had a bad restart. Came off the wall, caused a bunch of people to wreck, so I just decided to stay in the back there for most of the race and just see I get towards the front towards the end there, and played a little pit strategy, and I got to that going to the white flag there on the 3 and 4, and it just pushed. I was watching Grant to see where he was, and I just missed the corner entry. So,
well, it was definitely a good job. Nice second place finish for you tonight. Any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, just this series was founded on the memory of Larry Yeager Sr. He was a longtime racer here. It's just sad to not have him with us anymore. But also, thank you to the owners here for great racing environment, and Brian Hogue and Brian Ordo for putting this on. So, and thank you for broadcasting. And yeah, that's about it.
Rounding out the podium tonight, Jeremy Jeffries. Jeremy, you had one of the 2 fastest cars out there tonight. We saw you lead a lot of the race. We saw you go back and forth from the front to the middle of the pack. How do you feel about your podium finish tonight?
I am ecstatic with the podium finish. I am not a dirt racer. I don't claim to be. And it was nice to be competitive with some of these guys that do it a lot more regularly than I do.
What, as someone who doesn't do a lot of dirt racing, what was your strategy out there tonight?
Most of the race I was just trying to learn what to do and what not to do, and I kind of figured out a lot more what not to do and still did it. But I mean, it was all about learning and trying to just, like I said, be competitive with these guys who do it week in and week out.
Well, a podium finish at Eldora and some very stout competition. Any shout outs you want to give tonight?
Yeah, first off, it's great that they put the series together and used it to honor Larry Yeager Sr. It's really nice to race with a respectful group of guys, and thanks to everybody that just shows up week in and week out to each and every series and supports RTG and the RTG admins and owners for letting us all have a place to race.
All right, and now we're going to move over to our series champion, as well as series admin, Brian Hogue. Brian, we know you ended up retiring at the midway point of the race. Things didn't go exactly how you wanted them to, I'm sure, but you do come out of here with the championship. What do you have to say about your championship season?
I just like to thank all the guys that run here at RTG. You know, every night is a tough competition out here, so it's a hard-earned championship won.
And what went wrong with your race tonight? What happened to the 14 championship car?
Oh, just mental errors, missing the line, and just self-spinning.
And are you have plans, I'm sure, of going for a second title in a row here in a month or two?
Yeah, we're gonna give it a shot to make it a two-peat back-to-back here. New season starts here August 27th, I believe. So, yeah, I'm gonna try.
Any shout-outs you want to give Brian Hogue?
I want to thank Larry Yeager Sr. for his long-time membership here at RTG, the owners, all the admins, all the drivers that make this place great to race every day.
All right, and then one more person. We've got time. Why not? Brian Ordo in the 71. Brian, you came out of here with a 4th place tonight. You finished the season with a strong podium, 3rd place finish. And I understand that this was your first full season as a admin here on Sunday nights. What you got any shout outs you want to give, or anything you want to say about this season that just concluded?
Man, I just had so much fun tonight. It was a lot of racing, tough racing, but it's been a great season. All the guys that showed up, it was fun, and it's fun to have guys that come in and say they never run dirt and just help them out. You know, these guys, it's new to them, but it's like they enjoy it.
Well, yeah, we definitely saw some new faces out there. You know, Jeremy Jeffries, Donnie Garrett, running a couple dirt races with you guys this year, and they look to be pretty competitive out there. So you guys are definitely doing a good job of helping them out and showing them the ropes. In fact, Jeremy Jeffries was definitely in contention to win Eldora tonight.
Yeah, we had guys earlier come in and say, how can you help me out here? I'm having a hard time getting to the corners, and it's like, just ask us. We'll help you out. Mark, when are you going to join us, buddy?
You know, I've run 1 or 2 Sunday night races before, and I'm cutting back on the broadcasting, so I will have to see about making some Sunday night starts in this next season of yours.
Well, I appreciate you putting out the good show, and RTG putting out a great show, and Larry Sr., he's always been a staple here, and I just want to thank everybody for showing up this season, and thank you for making me an admin. It was an honor.
All right, so there you have it, our champion, our podium finishers, our admins. Joe Navy joining me in the booth tonight. Joe, you have any final words for these guys?
You know, that was a fun race. Grant, you were my pick to win, and you came from the back all the way to the front. Like a shark, man. Dun-dun. But yeah, it was a good race, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Mark.
All right, so there you have it, the Larry Yeager Sr. Memorial Dirt Series season finale from Eldora. Grant Wesley, your race winner. Brian Hogue, your season champion. Shout out to Terry Bowman, Sean Prime, David Cannon, the owners here at RollingThunderGaming.com. Thank you to all of the viewers and the drivers. Thanks to Joe Simpson for joining me in the booth. We will be back again tomorrow night for the Bare Bones season finale. I believe Sean Prime will be in the house. Joe Simpson and Donnie Garrett will be in the booth. We hope you enjoyed tonight's race. We will see you again tomorrow night.
Take care, everybody.